It's time to start the Fontaine Archon quest. All right, let's go. Talk to me. We are beginning.
Good old caravan rebat. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
A lot, honestly.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor.
Yep.
But we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
I guess we may have already stumbled upon this place at some point before.
So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right?
Yeah.
Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
But as long as we're around, it's hard to say what'll happen.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it.
Yep.
Who knows what will happen next?
Well, Paimon, that's because we're the protagonist of the game, okay? And we're the main character, and you're not, so,
Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you.
Huh?
Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? This trouble started happening when I found you. I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon.
Huh? Me?
Yep.
Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble.
You were dying.
Most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
Yeah, I fished you out. You were the trouble.
Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Also, whirlpool? I thought you just fell. Next up, Fontaine.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Please come with us.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
Good question.
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away.
Ooh.
What were you two talking about anyway?
We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. Goodbye, Sumeru. It's been a don't play this music. Why are you looking at...
You serious?
Keep those eyes on the merchandise.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
True.
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
Aw.
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Yeah.
Thanks, but no need.
What?
Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Paimon, can you fucking stop? Mercenaries would be good.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle.
Well, actually, I already went there yesterday, so yeah.
So, when are you leaving?
Journey should be spontaneous now.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet.
Oh my god.
Now, where's that list Paimon made?
We can come back. That voice. Wait. Hello, Doro. Was that you?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
Do you ever wonder what Sumeru would have been like if we never came here and fixed it, for lack of better words?
Should we go say bye to Nahita?
She'll know from our dreams anyway. But, dude, let's just go say bye. It's nice.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Bye, Dea. Take care.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Aw. Bye. Man. Why did that voice of the dude sound very deep, like Dottore-esque? That's very sus. After settling matters in Sumeru, you approach the border with Fontaine. Oh. We're going. We're going. Oh, look at it. This is definitely our first time seeing this. Ignore the multiple statues of the Seven Unlocked. The fact that I'm also a Hydro Traveler, ignore that. It doesn't matter. I think the entrance to Fontaine is far more majestic than the entrance to Sumeru. You know, like the first time you see it? Like, look at this, dude. Sumeru was still cool, don't get me wrong, but this just hits different. All right, let's go.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
It's beautiful.
Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
So I heard, and it's more impressive than I expected.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Don't suggest we go for food. Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling and also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like?
Bitchy.
Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality.
I hope we don't get along. I honestly do hope we don't get along. I hope
To
we...
learn about a nation's
I hope she
gods,
annoys us.
Start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
She has so much confidence. I could never do this. Let's just go talk to these random people in the harbor. I die.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Who?
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
This is going to be about a show, isn't it?
I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened.
Yeah.
Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Oh, what a shame.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no.
Oh.
We're talking about something that really happened.
Oh.
In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Oh, yeah, I guess they do use trials for... I guess they do use it for entertainment. Oh, that's kind of twisted.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they?
What?
And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
Keyword based on reality, not actual reality.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough.
She opens her mouth hella wide.
Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera?
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases.
Bran, that's rude. Absolutely not. Compared to other characters, she opens her mouth hella wide. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
And as for your worries about whether the cases
She has
are
more
treated with
facial
due
expression than
reverence,
most of the playables
we
from
have the
Mondstadt.
absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
A judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the Nation of Justice.
You're a trees? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Say her name 3 times and spin around in the mirror.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally.
Yes.
In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Time slots?
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs.
Okay.
The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Yeah, you know, this whole concept, chat, of like going to a new place and instantly wanting to meet the Archon is kind of wild. Because like someone just said in chat, imagine going to America and as soon as you land being like, so yeah, when can I meet the president? Yeah, when can I meet Mr. Biden then? Yeah? Where does he live? Come on, dude.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon.
Sure.
Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh.
Interesting.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Well, we're also big celebrities. Pog will get on just fine, surely.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Oh, God.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors.
Huh.
Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Oh, the Hydro Archon's a bitch. She's horrible. I already know. Yeah, she's a terrible human being. Absolutely horrendous person.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
I take it all back. She's lovely. It seems like the people really like her, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime.
I'm down.
Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there. She's been standing alone for quite some time. Huh.
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
It's Lynette. Why are you so... She's not gonna swim, surely. Wow, Lynette being the first playable that we meet was not on my my checklist, honestly. I thought it would be Farina. Talk to the young woman by the water. Yeet! I'm kidding. Let me back up. Lynette, talk to me.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh?
Hi.
I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually.
Huh.
But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
She has a very relaxing voice.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids or a fantastical race from Fontaine?
No, people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged.
Damn.
He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Deep.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Lyney!
Are you Lynette's new friends?
Apparently.
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern.
Aww.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyney.
His eyes are cool as hell.
This is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
Paimon, how'd you not get that? The water's rising. It was very obvious.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Aw,
Oh, really?
that's kind of sad.
To her just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
You know what, Paimon? I'm glad you said it. I'm glad that came out of your mouth and not mine. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, and you always steal all my lines. They're aware. They're actually aware of it. Change it.
So that's how you think it is?
Yes.
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Great. We'll get along just great.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
Yep.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories, and that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening?
Where to begin?
From the beginning. It's always the best place to begin. Never begin at the end. That's stupid.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
God.
We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
True.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Hi, Lyney. How do you know my name, traveler? Hello, Lyney. Pleasure to meet you. Are you gonna shake Paimon's hand?
And hello, Paimon.
Oh, he patted Paimon on the back.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Should drop kick her.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh.
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
I can just imagine after hearing what he heard earlier, Traveler goes to Lyney after like, yo, Lyney, just a quick question, just in case, is there any whirlpools in Fontaine?
By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
Please.
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
Sounds good.
Please, follow me.
I do love their designs, dude. I still think it'd be so cool if they were two characters in one, kind of like that one character in Honkai Impact 3rd. But that's just me. Zealot? No, the Vodka Twins, yeah. They remind me of ice cream. Oh, we're here. More sales? No, not necessarily.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh, dear God. Ban Clorinda. Oh, well, hello there. Damn, the music kind of slaps. Hi. Is this uncommon? Surely this is uncommon.
Huh. So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Hi. Okay. That's an entrance.
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Okay, I like this. This is a grand entrance for us and her.
Is she talking about us?
Yes. Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations, but I welcome you nevertheless.
Dude.
No, I have come to receive you personally.
her design is better in game than I ever expected it to be. I'm not gonna lie, especially on the back that it showed, the flowy part. That's cool, dude.
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity.
Interesting. Okay.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority.
Aye, official.
Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Uh-huh.
I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
I like her, dude. She's narcissistic as hell, but I like her. Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Just a little bit. Tiny bit.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding.
Oh, stop
Don't
it.
forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Damn.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
He was a spy. That makes sense.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Yeah, feels like she can't get over herself.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Eugenia, I don't think you're gonna get hate for saying she's extremely annoying. I think that's the point. I like it, but I think that's the entire point of her character. At least for now.
For us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise!
She's cool.
Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
I don't know.
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Dude, this is just the nation of gossip. I love it.
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yeah.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Oh, what?
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on. Fighting gods. I've got a resume. Clorenda? Are you the referee? Huh? What is happening? Why are you all looking peed off?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Excuse me. Do you know who I am? Snaps fingers.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
I like her voice.
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his
Clorend.
bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. The duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, Criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Are you suing me?
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
What?
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. With such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
We haven't even committed any crimes. We just arrived.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obvious?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
She's not an object.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina.
I've already won this court case.
No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object?
Yeah.
You mean Paimon?
Well, I don't see another flying object of anything flying, so
Precisely.
I guess.
Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition
Thank you,
of a
Lyney.
flying object.
Thank you.
You tell her, Lyney. Finally, someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
It's better than floating lavender melon, isn't it? Flying lavender melon.
Ah, great magician Lyney, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here,
Ooh.
allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Huh? What? Wait, what?
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Wait, is she a kite? Ta-da, a leash. Is she a kite? No, can we fly her like a kite? When Lyney patted you on the back. Don't reveal the trick. No, it's not magic. God damn it. It'd be even funnier if he did shake her hand, though. Then it'd be attached to the hand. It'd be like a handcuff. We would be under arrest.
As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
That's ridiculous.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
It's amazing, but that's so ridiculous.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
I get it, because it's the nation of water, and hold water, it's a saying that it doesn't actually mean hold... What? See, she's laughing.
Amusing. Very amusing, Lyney. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Huh.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
I feel like her entire life is a performance.
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
That'd be cool. Unironically, that'd be sick, dude.
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Lyney and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo! Her hair's so cool, dude. And the back design, it reminds me of Coco. I love how they just all run off one by one. Can we keep the leash? Can we keep the leash?
And just like that.
Damn it.
She's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen.
Yeah, that's true.
I never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Thanks for bailing us out, Lyney. Did you know that was going to happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
Well, it did.
So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Confusing is a good way to put it. Is she really that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lyney. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant.
Can we get front row seats?
It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
Damn.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
There's another line.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Good.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I'd be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket.
Huh?
Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Wait.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right?
Yes.
Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine.
Oh,
It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Damn.
That sounds pretty gloomy.
Yep.
Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, born with the sin is kind of odd.
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
Oh?
Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
You offended me. You are now born with sin. Jesus Christ, Celestia, calm down.
But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us. Yeah.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them.
And they do...
As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there a way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Can I keep one? I kind of want to keep one, dude. Like water disappearing into water, did that just say? Okay, all right, let's go.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You
So
mean
a lot
you
of people don't believe in it.
prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it.
Huh.
But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
I'm to death.
But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's still a cool thing to have.
I just feel that being dissolved into water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Huh. That's an interesting take on it, to be honest. Pretty interesting take. Etienne. We saw this guy earlier.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about.
Hell yeah.
My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
Don't apologize. Here's a bag.
A magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
True.
Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
That guy seems very reasonable. Yeah, prepare for the worst and hope for the best is I would argue, the better way to go about things. Galathy. Hello.
Huh? I don't want that thing.
God damn it.
The way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You should still take it.
Yeah.
You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Well, you'd rather die than start a new... Okay, well, I think that's stupid, but carry on. You do you, I guess. Alright, we're back.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast.
I'm speedy.
So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
Yeah, no kidding. Many are quite stubborn.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Oh, no.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
That's true.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Easy. Okay. Found him.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Based. Hey, we all need those days.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and
Try every food? What?
Wait, shh.
What?
Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
What about her?
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
Huh?
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Wait, Lyney, did you steal my twin? Is that what happened? She's a pickpocket. Thief.
Oh, he's right.
Yeah.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
Just make one of those ropes again and tie it to your hand and yoink.
You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Understood.
All right, let's go.
Huh. Why is it first about attention pickpocket? Go to the top of the lift to cut off the thief's escape. Okay, based.
This is the spot where Lyney wanted us to wait.
Yeah. There she is. I see the thief.
Look! Isn't that her?
Mm-hmm. Get ready to stop her. Time to make the arrest.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction.
Listen, we're so quick. Just run.
Should we chase her?
Duh. Our job is to block this path. The rest is up to Lyney. Oh.
You're right.
I guess.
She might also be trying to lure us away.
True. You wait, but there's no sign of the thief. I would have chased.
It's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lyney caught the thief.
Seems like there's no reason for us to stay here. Let's go find Lyney.
Let's go.
Everybody scatter. Oh, she's right here.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier.
I wonder if Lyney even cared about catching her, or if he was just diverting our attention away from something while he did something else. Sus.
Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Sus.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right.
Oh.
Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground.
Oh.
By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lyney twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lyney?
Y'all good?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
Good.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette.
I like their two, dynamic with each other, dude.
I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
True.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lyney's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
I'm down. Let's do it. Let us begin and head to the court of Fontaine. Oh god, do we get to hear the melody again? Oh my god, dude, she's zooming! What the hell? She goes so quick.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
Yeah.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
True.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Aw.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Aw.
Whatever.
Lynette. I'm sure he didn't mean that.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Okay. Let's hop aboard. All aboard the Aquabus. Was that... I was going to say March then. It's... Charlotte. Not March. It is.
Huh?
Yeah, Paimon?
What?
Oh my god, imagine just bumping into each other like this.
Paimon!
Charlotte!
It's Charlotte.
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the Aquabus. In the story of my life, this is big news.
Hell
What
yeah.
are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us.
I do.
Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Lyney and his assistant Lynette anywhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
I wouldn't be much of a reporter
They're
if I
famous,
didn't know
dude.
who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
Huh.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place.
Especially because we already came here yesterday, Paimon.
So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics.
Fair.
For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
What? That would definitely get my attention, but that's not really the kind of news you're after.
Ah, you're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Yeah, chat, I assume if you skip the event, that they'd introduce you. Otherwise,
That's
well,
right.
you haven't met her.
These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
Wait, it auto skips without autoplay on? Probably to match up with the bolt duration or something? Hold on.
If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird,
Huh.
oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
What?
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
What the hell?
But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Then there must be more than one criminal at work. Maybe there are copycat criminals.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation.
Yeah, for sure.
I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Well,
I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
and murder him in cold blood.
Please don't imagine that, Lyney.
Oh. Oh, I like these two. You continue talking to the Aquabus before you know it, you're arriving at your destination. Oh, I didn't have to speed read that one. Holy. Damn. Oh, the music. Bum, 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 bum. I love this music. This might be my favorite track yet. It's so nice, dude. So nice. This gives me like Harry Potter vibes. A lot of the Fontaine music does. Dun 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 dun.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
True.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly. I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Bye, Charlotte.
Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya! Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
Okay. Bye.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
To the Opera
If you
Epic
don't
Less.
mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Huh?
Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
I mean, I'm down. Why not, dude? Why not? Let's go to Lyney and Lynette's house. I assume they live together. Oh, this thing looks so cool, dude. God. I didn't get a proper look at this part of the city yesterday, actually. Damn. I genuinely think for city, as far as city areas go, I think this is by far the best in the game right now. I thought it'd be a lot darker, you know, proper steampunk-esque instead of like Disneyland steampunk-esque, I guess. But, I love it. Oh, Fremine!
This is
Oh,
our
Fremine.
current abode.
Hi.
Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Fremine. It is Fremine!
Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Bro, I said Fremine so many times and everyone was like, it's et, there's a T. It's like, yeah, but it's French, dude.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Interesting.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon.
So
and this is
awkward.
the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Lyney.
Hell yeah. Lyney shows seems to have a big family.
Lyney, could you come here for a moment?
What's up, Fremine?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you go ahead. We'll just listen from a distance. Damn it, never mind, I guess. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework.
That's some
Sorry
bullshit.
for the interruption.
I don't believe a word of that.
Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work.
Oh.
All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Okay, let's go. Oh, it started to rain. Already? Please tell me we actually get to find out what it means. That's... I don't actually want you to tell me, by the way. That was...
Looks like rain.
Whatever that word is for a question that you don't want answering. I always forget the word.
Oh, you're right. But
Rhetorical.
wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Wait, maybe my theory was right. when people get judged, it starts to rain, and that's why. If so many people are guilty, then the whole nation floods.
What's wrong, Fremine?
I had that theory before.
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
Oh?
It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
Huh.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine? Another one of the elemental dragons of Tavant? The seven sovereigns.
Dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
It's already crying. It's already crying.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
It's crying because it can already hear you, Pi, but it's like, oh no, the flying thing made its way here from Mondstadt. Oh.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Maybe.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Dude, if it does turn out that Nuvilla is the Hydro Dragon, like in the human form, that's gonna be so sick. Well, I wonder if these have all. I assume they've all met and know each other, but I could be wrong actually. No, I assume they must have. They must have.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
True.
Was there something you needed to do, Lyney?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day.
When is it?
On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
You go ahead. See you at the performance.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry.
Did that just flash?
I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted.
I can tell.
And the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Not useless.
I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Just quiet.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Wait, but you could let me play with the little penguin thing, though. That'd be cool. I'd be okay with that. Let me talk to you.
Thanks again, you two. I really can't deal with that lady.
Aw. Bless him. City does feel a bit confusing, but we'll get used to it. We'll get used to it.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
I thought it was a really small child. Never mind, she was just
New
crouched.
customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Magic pockets.
These must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount.
Aw.
Saying that I had a business to run.
I like her.
It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Lyney actually loaded?
That's a lot of money.
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Make the one ring with that bad boy.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you.
Try.
Basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by Indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
I need more lore on this stuff.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
Chat, you'll kill me with the Wii emote, dude.
But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power. That is true.
Yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Weaponizing belief in a sense of the word, which is kind of terrifying, honestly.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides Indemnitium, we have another type of energy called Pneumosia.
Yeah.
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Confrérie of Cabriere Enforcer.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Shut up.
You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Yeah, let's leave instead of trying to help. It sounds like a usual case of someone owing someone else money.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
I didn't expect you to show up like this, dude.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Well, maybe because you hounded the person that said they'd pay you back next month and you hounded them now for 50, actually 70%. How about that?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine.
Jesus
What are the
Christ.
chances?
Slim to none.
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends lately. Fontaine really is a curious place.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
I wouldn't say good friends.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Yeah.
Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I don't mind a little excitement every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Oh, God.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Friends.
Sweet boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, does he have his
I just
vision?
said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Oh, God.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients.
Hey!
You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense.
He does have his vision.
You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. Oh, crap. I thought it was going to be a cutscene. Okay, well.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
This is gonna hurt. Why is this guy have so much health? We did it. Never go thought the child kid.
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank.
Listen,
Got it?
you don't look at someone dressed like this and think they're just any old person working at the bank, dude. Come on. Ooh.
Huh?
What? Wait.
Now's my chance!
Wait, there is something sus about his vision. Is it stopping working?
That was weird.
Wait. What just happened? Are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Yeah, then you just became a catalyst user like Hazel somehow.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
That was very odd.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Better not use that too often.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh?
What?
What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why.
Delusion.
But every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Either delusion or maybe he has part of like the Numa Usia stuff with all the time he spent in the Abyss, if it's like abyssal power or something. That's weird. I don't know.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
So about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
We heard.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Name drop!
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me.
Oh my god, it probably is.
She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
It probably is to do with the Usia then, or Numa, whichever one the abyssal energy is. Interesting.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all
Usia,
around me.
yeah.
But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Oh yeah, like the big narwhal you summoned in your boss fight?
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
It was Dante, oh no.
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
Damn.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the Abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Okay.
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Huh.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
So... Oh god, we're gonna get to see the fight, dude, hopefully. I want to see another fight, but I want to see it with him and Clorinda.
Official champion duelist?
And I want Clorinda to win.
It's their job to duel?
100%.
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
A duel before the courtroom,
The
huh?
champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently,
Probably not.
It's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine.
What was that? Did y'all see the facial animation, dude? Why did he look at us like that? No.
Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I have been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Interesting. So that is today.
Childe for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
We saw her.
Clorinde. Huh.
We met the Hydro Archon.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
What? His vision. Oh.
Huh?
He does give it to us.
Vision?
What?
You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Interesting.
I'll be in touch later.
Very interesting.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lyney's performance.
True. Under Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk all around the court of Fontaine. Yo, anyone want to buy a Hydro Vision?
Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along.
Oh, blood it out, Paimon. It's spoilers.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we were loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel.
Understandable.
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
Good.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lyney's performance soon?
Oh, yeah.
It's time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Hell yeah, I'm totally down.
Lyney said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
It appears as if Childe lost control of the elemental power within it before. The vision has lost its glow now that its owner has left it behind. Well, that's kind of suspicious, isn't it?
Whoa, now this is fancy. The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance. No wonder Lyney and Lynette were looking forward to it.
It is beautiful.
Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright
Damn.
and healthy child. We pray.
They got the drip, dude.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
Oh.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
True. I guess if you're both really smart, maybe. Yeah, this guy's drip is immaculate.
In Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Huh? Oh. Huh?
What's wrong?
I heard Vache.
Vache.
Did you say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Yes, again, it's like Sumeru all over again. Whose voice was that?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine.
You scared me,
All
Lynette.
the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette, you scared Paimon.
You scared me as well.
When did you get here?
When he asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Yeah, but it scared me.
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
It seemed as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Okay.
In fact,
go ahead.
You might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
With hypersensitivity to the hydro element? Well, we don't know any of your family that are hydro element, so that's interesting.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Huh?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When
Paimon's
she's sad?
really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here.
Interesting.
So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
I'm not sure whether I buy it, though. I don't buy that.
So, what did the voice say?
Seem to be calling out someone's name.
Huh.
Vache.
If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lyney might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
I don't think I buy that, chat. Thoughts? I don't think I buy it. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely don't buy that.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Lyney.
Okay, let's go. One of the main reasons I don't buy it, though, is because we saw the trailer thing, right? And the voice looked to be something speaking to us underwater, so I don't know. Ooh.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
Ooh.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet.
Hell yeah.
Which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Do we get front row seats? I think we do, actually, from the trailer, right? I think we literally do get front row. Lyney!
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Come on, VIP.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lyney.
Yes!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lyney. Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Cowell? Simon Cowell?
I'll be right there.
It's the judge.
Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cowell, my assistant, calling me.
Oh.
I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure. Best get... Why did I read that as best get bussy? Best get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lyney.
I don't know. I just read it as that. Jesus. You go, Lyney. You go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my... Dude, this place is huge. Jesus, it's massive. I didn't think it'd be this big. Holy. It's beautiful. It's actually stunning, dude.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Yeah, sit. Sit. What's going on? I'm speechless too, Paimon.
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kind of awkward if we don't say anything.
You go first.
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Well, maybe if we could actually speak, then it'd be different.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
I forgive you.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
Yeah, well, it echoes in here.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
Jesus Christ, this is awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Lyney's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Lyney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Huh.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lyney then?
I love that voice.
Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Yeah.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
My God.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Neuvillette.
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette. What an honor
Neuvillette?
it is to have you here to see my show.
Neuvillette? Is that how it's pronounced? Neuvillette? I've been saying it wrong this entire... Everybody's been saying it wrong this entire time then. I've never heard it pronounced that once, even by the people that were teaching people how to pronounce it.
Ah, Mr. Lyney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Neuvillette? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice.
The Udex.
That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
My God.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now.
Bro, look at him.
I you were such an important person.
Dude, by far, if I ever do another character design ranking ever again, it has to go in the top spot. Like, his design is just literal perfection, dude. I think they absolutely killed it with his design. The colors, the where it glows, where it doesn't, the hair, everything. Everything.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
Fair.
And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Oh God, here we go.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Hi, Farina. I love to hate her.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face.
Yep.
Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Damn, he's ruthless, dude.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
He's ruthless.
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
The crowd is the venue when the curtains open for the show to begin. Ooh! Cutscene. Boom.
Ooh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
It's not a cutscene. I lied. Damn it.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Shh. Close your mouth. Or I'll put you in the magic pocket.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Lyney.
Welcome, Lyney.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Whoa, Lynette. Clap, clap, clap.
Hello, everyone.
You sound so sad.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
She just don't want to be here, dude.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all.
They're gonna take their visions off to prove that it's not just visions doing it. That makes a lot of sense, obviously. That was the biggest theory of why they weren't wearing visions. And I'm just gonna say before the cutscene, I'm still sticking to my game plan and thoughts of when she disappears, it's not out of the ordinary and it's just part of the magic trick. I know people were like, oh my god, she's gonna die. I just think it's gonna be part of the trick, but we'll see.
I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
What the?
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Yeah.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way.
Oh.
I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say.
I like how it's sold out.
You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Don't say that, because now I don't even want to blink during the cutscene. Oh god.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
I can't not blink. Huh. Ooh. That's cool. I love this. It feels like I'm actually watching a magic show.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before.
True.
So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Ah! Ooh! Here it is.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
There it is.
Right before your very eyes.
She looks like she just really wants to go home, dude. Bless her. I'm so sorry, Lynette. Hi.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
It's all part of the act, dude.
Oh no. I told them to check all the props carefully.
Oh no, whatever will happen?
With the lid on, even air can't escape.
Oh.
An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage.
Oh,
so
hell
let me
yeah.
show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Kill it, Lyney. She's naked. Oh no. Oh, I like that she's genuinely
Are
interested.
You still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
How'd you do that? That's suspicious.
What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything.
Is there two Lynettes? Is there a Lynette that controls the power of Hydro? Is she another twin?
Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
She did say she had family members that were Hydro use. I don't know. She's a famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
True. You're not wrong.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
No, I want to know what happened, though.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
Can I just say one thing as well? This round of applause going on in the background, so much better than previous round of applause where it's like 3 people going. Like back in Inazuma did.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun.
Ooh.
I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
Okay, I love that, dude.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations.
Bring us up on stage.
So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Me.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
I changed my mind. Pick Paimon.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
No, I'm paying attention to the box over there now because you told me to look at the other one, and that's what a good magician would do.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks?
Yes.
Or does Lyney have actual superpowers?
I think a bit of both. I'm sure we can spot how he does it.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Of course it will.
It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
It's going to roll flat defense.
Now then, let's begin.
Huh?
Let me see. Oh,
Wait, it's not
row
us.
7 seat free. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
I thought that was the thief for a second. It's not the thief, is it?
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside,
Wait.
but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
It actually does look like the thief, unless it's just the same NPC design, obviously.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Merope.
Diagon Alley.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just
57,
keep counting
56,
down. You can
55.
go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
The whole crowd counted together. You couldn't even if you wanted to. It's probably to cover up the noise somehow.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60,
59, 58, 50. Whoa, 50. Whoa.
58!
Damn!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Why aren't you counting, Neuvillette?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
You are so weird in the best way.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38! Mr. Lyney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic.
Huh.
It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
That'd be hilarious.
Even though he's saying that, Lyney doesn't seem nervous at all.
Maybe he's just supremely confident in his abilities. Oh.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it cover the stage?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23! What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
Who is that one VA in the crowd that's just screaming at the top of their lungs? Because I need to give them props, dude. 23! It's so good.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
The show must go on.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19,
18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone.
It's okay.
It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
I mean, it's been like 3 minutes now, so...
10.
Oh, another scene.
Almost there now. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7.
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5.
Oh! Why did he...
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
Ta-da!
Okay, dude. Hey, he's an entertainer. I'll give him that. He do be an entertainer. Damn. Bah. Oh. It's all supposed to happen. It's fine. I kind of forgot that. It was supposed to, like, break.
What happened?
Oh. Oh. Wait, was that not part of the... I don't trust any of your bitches. That was... That...
Is this part of the show?
Right?
Mr. Lyney, You're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
Yeah, like...
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Did we just see an NPC get crushed?
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Wait, this really wasn't part of the... This really wasn't part of the show? After some time, the goddess complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe.
Not Simon! Wait, what happened to the NPC number 3276?
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
Oh.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Well, you see, Nuvela, that's magic.
And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
Huh? Is she still in that box?
It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Ooh.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this in front of an audience, including the Archon and Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
Wait, does she think it's Lyney?
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Objection!
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not?
Yeah.
The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Listen. She got a point. She's got a point. She does have a point.
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lyney do this?
I don't think he did, but she's right to be suspicious at the very least.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice.
He's a magician.
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most. It's hard to believe all this happened during the actual show.
Save discussion for a later time, please.
Yes, sir. Jesus.
Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lyney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he...
Oh.
Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
She just loves the drama, dude.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Oh, God.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
We're not gonna testify for Lyney, surely. We are not gonna have a...
That's right. I mean you, Traveler.
No!
You'll support Lyney, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Lyney! A bit.
Then there's no problem
I still think
at
he's probably
all.
for Tui, but I still
You
trust
know,
him.
The Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
No, we didn't.
But with Lyney's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome.
That's some bold-faced bullshit right there.
So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw.
Yeah.
She obviously lost last time.
She lost so hard, did.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Okay.
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Objection, Your Honor. Can Paimon come?
Very well.
I can't speak.
The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Lyney and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House.
Okay.
The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Oh, I just realized.
I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Me too. I just realized this is probably gonna be like those Sumeru things where you like pick an option and put two things together and the cloud bubbles, and I hated those. We'll see though. Everyone is dismissed and the orders begins to leave along with Farina and Nouvellette. Hi.
Sorry about everything that happened just now.
What if...
Were you frightened?
Nah, what if we just like, he's guilty?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal.
Poor Simon, dude.
I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
It's hard to say. Possibly? Yes. Do I think so? No.
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for you to grasp the situation. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
He doesn't even know why the assistant was in the box. I kind of assumed he was in the box to help with the magic, like he knew he'd be there. Wait.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
But there's no denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get the... where did you get the glasses?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Keep them. Please, for the love of God, never take them off. That is hilarious.
Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I'm sorry, excuse the fuck out of me? This bitch been pocketing some of my fucking Mora every 2 minutes? What does she mean, her own savings? What?
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
I agree, Lynette.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
True.
But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence.
I think it'll be fine. I think we'll manage.
Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you drown. I mean down.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Yeah, but it might help us, you know, build a stronger case for you.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lyney.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Correct.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Well, you're just gonna have to do the same thing again, but for a different magic show. Maybe, you know, like a get-out-of-jail magic show.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Okay.
Have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
We need these permanently, Hoyoverse, please. Accessories. I said this earlier. Accessories for Paimon and the Traveler from the accessory shop that they have in Fontaine. I said it during the 20 things you missed about Fontaine thing. That'd be sick. We should get this as a permanent thing. Paimon's never had anything like this, ever. She's always been refused.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Lyney and Lynette's attorneys.
I see. You must be the Traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Okay.
The deceased is one of Lyney's assistants, named Cal.
Yeah.
Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props.
Oh,
as well
no.
as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cowl inside it? Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and we're unable to find any traces of the girl.
Guys, I can't open the pause menu mid-dialogue. I'll open it after.
However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
True.
If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Lyney is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
I could see why the Magic's assistant might be in the box, because obviously it seemed like the thing fell before it was supposed to be revealed that the girl was in it, right? And the magic assistant helps the magician with the magic, so could have been in there sorting something out. But obviously, that was before the girl disappeared. That is the part that makes it all, that just throws all logic out the door.
But he doesn't have a motive.
No, Paimon, I can...
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
We saw him running back, Bran. Doesn't matter, it's magic, dude. We saw Lyney in one box and he appeared in another.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
Well, that was more just getting pinned on us by the Hydro Archon, you know? You're not going to say no.
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
But that's not always true. People could also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Maybe it was, you can use the case record. Oh my god, we're actually going on a little murder mystery hunt. Holy I did not expect this. Wait, that's actually kind of cool. What the hell? Wait, that's sick. What was the other guy called that had the mask on that was helping? That wasn't Cowell. What was his name? Garrick. Yeah, what if it was Garrick? Why would he be wearing a mask and Cowell not? To hide his face? Oh yeah, let me check this. Does she have the... Bro, this is I swear, they've got to add something like this. They have to. They've got to, chat. Okay, so we have, oh my god, there's so many clues. Okay.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Tampered with.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lyney and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector?
What if it was a big guy?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lyney used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
Okay.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Oh.
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lyney knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lyney reserved our seats for us, too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lyney.
Thanks.
Even though it's bad for Lyney's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Okay, it's fine. We'll get better evidence. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do real good. Let's examine the box. Broken magic box was left on the seat after the guards completed the investigation. Look at it, and now the water tank must have struck it really hard. Okay, that's just, it is what it is there. The water tank.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
I can't with the glasses. So either Lyney didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Because it could have been him. I'm just looking at where the rope snapped. Oh, true. That could be a telltale sign.
Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Seems to be flammable, a type of flash cotton.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait! Paimon should write all this down. Let's take notes.
Yeah. Okay, so who made the rope, though? Did Lyney know the rope, or was it the stage designers, or what? Who?
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered prime suspects.
Oh, God.
The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is? We're Lyney and Lynette's attorneys.
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Not Halsey!
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Oh, God.
The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It
She has
seems
great
that she
music.
has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay, then.
Thanks for letting us know all
No
this.
need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Okay, I love how we weren't the primary suspect for once, dude. I'm just kind of happy about that, you know? Oh yeah, the white line. Where the magic box struck. Yeah, that's nothing important, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, let's go up here. So there's two more in the upper areas, it looks like. Esseldor.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
No, I won't. You're not stealing our thunder.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first?
Okay.
The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh!
Oh,
mean the
yeah.
sound that happened during the countdown?
Maybe.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lyney's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lyney's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
Ain't no...
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Okay, dum-dum.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Yes.
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then what if the water tank has started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was
It also burned, didn't it? Not cut. I don't think this sound was anything to go off, honestly. I think it was just misdirection. But, like, purposeful misdirection. Wait, where's this last one? All the...
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Navia?
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but...
Okay.
Who are you?
Pablo, take the glasses off.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Yes, in the Steambird.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Jesus.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Welcome, welcome.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh?
Damn, that voice.
Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president.
Mm.
Luce and the others are still used to my previous title.
Holy chest? Wait, did I miss a chest?
My apologies, Demoiselle.
Oh.
Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss.
Doesn't matter.
Just Navia is fine.
Okay.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
True.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's
Dude,
time.
her corset design is so cool.
Judging from the look of things, I find Lyney an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Huh.
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
The music's so banger, dude. I love this.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Lyney without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Yes.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
I wonder if it's Farina doing it, and that's why she kind of hesitated to press any actual charges.
Anyway.
Nah, surely not. She wouldn't have got ahead with it.
Levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
When you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No. I don't. I don't. Not always.
And why would that be?
It shouldn't be treated like entertainment.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent.
What a voice, dude.
No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors.
Pass what?
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
I
Since when did we become assistants?
I don't want to be an assistant.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Well, I can be the assistant. Sure.
Oh.
Or your companion, if you like.
Oh.
I'm really not that fussy.
You just want what, did you?
That's more like it.
You're missing the point. Piebod already agreed.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Bro, I'm just...
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
Yes.
And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Does he? This guy seems like a soulless husk for me.
I have nothing to add.
Just as I thought.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lyney's tricks. Thanks!
Okay. Chat, all I keep thinking about is if they do make an accessory thing permanent so you could like put it on characters, just imagine Paimon wearing this in like a super important like last cutscene of the game where she's like turning evil or something. Oh, God.
Speaking of that, I think magic shows would be very popular in Poisson.
I want talking to you.
I can see that. Maybe I should try to learn some magic. If I could make things disappear, cleaning my room would be a cinch.
You need not worry about such things, demoiselle. That falls under my duties.
Oh, right.
A we? Okay. Understandable and very fair. Tristane, the Melusine god.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Lyney and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about doing the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Lyney's performance from here, which was quite a shame.
Oh,
Just my luck.
no. Well, that sucks.
But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
I mean, it seems that way, to be fair.
It's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
But then where?
For your help.
Backstage?
This will be useful info.
Maybe through the other door with the other guard?
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lyney's discussion with the guards is going.
I didn't know if there was any more dialogue.
Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
I love that.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Lynette does seem a bit sus, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit.
I would be most grateful.
She seemed like she didn't want to be doing this whole thing to begin with. Does she know
Well,
something?
let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Felt like she was just nervous. No, because she's still acting that way now. Maybe it's just how she acts. I don't know.
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
Okay.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Open it.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back door isn't the same?
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Huh.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Okay.
So, if you put
Slipped
two
out the
and two
back?
together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one. Oh, I assume they just slipped out the back of it and went behind.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Huh. Oh, one box goes down with the person in it,
Passageway under the magic box.
and then the other goes up. This passage links the two boxes together. But he made it between them very quick, within like 3 seconds. I don't know, dude. It's still weird.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The two magic boxes are positioned right above the two entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Huh.
So that's how you did it.
I can't, dude.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
I just never expect to see it, and every time I do, it just catches me off guard. Then what about your side of the trick?
Right. You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Yeah, so how did you do it?
Yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
No, you literally came out of the box with like 3 seconds to spare. That's not a phonograph.
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
No.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Lyney's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
What?
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
She's shorter, she's got boobs, and your eye colors are different. You look very different.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked. Wow. Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last.
I've got to go back and watch that magic scene just to see if the eye colors are different. That's wild. I could have a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
Huh.
But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
Huh.
We really don't know how that happened.
How can you not know?
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Lyney and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Okay, dude.
Thanks, everyone.
He's getting angsty.
We're counting on you.
The magic trick, okay. And the magic box structure. And the side audience side magic box structure. Okay. I don't get how they couldn't know, dude. I don't Search the underground passage for clues. Oh shit. There's a lot of stuff here. The control device of the trolley operates automatically. Ladder. Just to get into the box above. What is this? Is that an anchor? A little...
What's this? Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Lyney didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Huh. A dropped hook rope. Interesting. Okay. That makes sense. Vase? All cracked and stuff?
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it's a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase.
I don't know about that one.
Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
Maybe.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Could have been due to a struggle.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Oh god, dude. Oh god. Yeah, it could have been a struggle or something. Clothing. Oh. No, that's not the girl's clothing.
These are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Are they? They were purple?
Clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lyney didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing. I don't want to be a detective anymore.
Take the glasses off! What has happened? Oh, we've got two Paimons! I don't like it. Get off. Sorry, that was a jump scare. Examine the tracks. Okay, that one doesn't matter. Ooh, a vent! Among Us. If it does like this little cutscene stuff. Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Yes.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes. And Lyney and Lynette were in the two magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
What does that mean, though? Oh, that it's unrealistic. Okay, I was gonna say, like, I don't think there would be another way, right?
We're just about done investigating down here.
What if they're still in the storage box? Damn it. Okay, they're not. Unless... Probably not. And, trolley. Okay. Oh, return to the surface. We are done investigating down here. Okay. That was a fun little thing to do. I'm going to assume there's quite a bit more to it, but, I quite like this, actually. I quite like this. This is better than the thinking stuff in your head and the thought bubbles.
We've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Same.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement.
Yep.
The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Lyney and Lynette.
She's not wrong.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
Oh no, the Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how Indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides
That's very
have finished
cool.
speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neuvillette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
God damn. Really? But, what if we're hungry?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies.
Chosen.
That makes us persons related to the case.
Yeah, we chose to.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course.
I am
just
Paimon.
hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Aww.
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
After.
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
And we'll get snacks after.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Oh god, dude. Oh no. They're like proper servants to her, dude. They are answering her beck and call.
A portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Ain't no way, dude.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
It must be a Spina de Rosula thing. Navia methodically handles the ingredients and pulls fresh macarons out of the oven.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven.
Oh.
It's even better now.
They look good, dude. Oh, they look good.
From the way you had these two guys more during the baking
They're
process.
big. They're huge, actually.
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
That's not quite what Paimon said, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano.
Very true.
I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack.
True.
Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well,
Cool patterns.
Eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Oh, why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Do these guys never get breaks? I'm gonna assume they just never get breaks, dude. Wow.
All right,
Interesting.
Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Lyney and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course.
Yes.
But they lack any logical motive.
Actually, maybe not. Because if they do end up being part of the Fatui, right? And obviously with the... no, because they're not exactly kids, right? Like from the orphanage or something. It's like... It's full-grown adult women. It's just strange. I don't understand.
Exactly. Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people. The missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
Yes.
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists.
True. None
Yet.
of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
I really doubt it's Cowl, but... Halsey? What is it if she's the... the kidnapper and she kidnapped herself? That doesn't make sense.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
She had no way to know how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
Aww.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Oh dear God.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Wait, did she actually...
Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
If you ate them, you ate them.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon?
Someone else, Tucker? Is there some invisible... Wait, what if it's a melazine? Because they're tiny. Maybe we didn't see him coming.
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake.
No, that
No big
could
deal.
that could be a clue though, Navia.
Set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making more.
Sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
There's no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
At the ready. I like this guy.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Navia does a second round of baking over the 2 missing macarons. However, the discussion that follows does not yield much progress.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Very true.
Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of third person being involved. Yeah, I do like the music of this place.
Time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Any thoughts? Well, I think it has to be someone that's still here, but...
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here.
I think it'd be kind of hilarious if it still was all just a magic trick and it's a special setup just for us, but I don't see them going to this length for that. Oh god, this is tough.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I do have some thoughts, but let's take this step by step.
Man, impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lyney and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
She might.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Bye. I'm curious how this is going to work with the trial. I'm very curious. Are we just getting right into it? Well, I was going to grab a drink, but if we're just getting right into it, that's fine.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest,
Guilty.
You might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
He's guilty.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Oh god. Oh god.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Lyney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Lyney reveals the details of the magic trick. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Lyney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
This is the thing, though. We didn't have to be present for the crime, dude. It looks like it was set up prior to the magic trick even happening.
Why,
So...
of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lyney is clearly lying.
Objection!
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
No, that's right. That's true. It is.
Is that so?
Ooh.
And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
Oh, I liked that.
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
Oh, I love these transitions, dude.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Now, tell me that was just misdirection.
Huh?
Wait.
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lyney not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Uh-oh.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Orochi's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
I mean, oh my... Who could have seen that? Oh my... No way!
The House of the Hearth?
Oh yeah, you guys won't be shocked. You guys didn't see the original trailer. Yeah, I mean, that was obvious, dude. They're Fatui?
No wonder they did something like this.
Oh, come on.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Uh-oh.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Now, this is interesting, because obviously Farina already knows that they're part of the House of Hearth, right? And she's perfectly fine with them before this trial even started. So, that literally has zero bearing on whatever the fuck is happening. None.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless.
Yeah, I can't speak.
Oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
I speak like once in a century.
Now comes the infighting in Discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
I thought she said fighting in Discord then. I was like, wait a minute, huh?
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Hey, Lyney, why didn't you tell us this before?
Lyney and Lynette are Fatui?
Order! Order! Mr. Lyney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth.
Which changes nothing.
Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others, given how Lyney has concealed his identity. This could all have been set up beforehand. Plus, Childe is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Lyney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
To both of the questions?
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor?
Granted.
Is guilty. My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say!
Please give order.
Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Lyney's defense even after knowing what you do now?
Yeah?
You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
Listen, no offense, Farina, if that's even your real name, but I think the Fatui are cooler than the Archons, so yeah, I'm gonna!
In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
God damn, that design is so cool, though. I love the glowy stuff here, dude. I love it. The glowy stuff is so sick. While court is adjourned, you meet with Lyney and Lynette backstage in the Opera House. I wonder how Traveler's gonna feel about this. Could go. Oh, he's mad. Mad? Mad?
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
Well, thank God you don't have your glasses on anymore.
We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
Bro, you're literally best buds with Tartaglia. What are you talking about?
Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
We're not buddies of his, though, of Tartaglia? We're not Tartaglia's buddies? Did you see the start of this quest where he literally was talking to us like he missed us for years and he said we're friends and handed us his vision for safekeeping? We are. There's no denying it at this point. We are. The Traveler is friends with Tartaglia.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends.
No, I understand the Traveler being mad, chat. I understand the Traveler being mad. For them not saying that they were part of the Fatui or whatever. It's more so Paimon's line of, yeah, the bad guys. Like, clearly fucking not.
That's why I didn't wish
Clearly
to
not.
lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
I think that's
the truth
fine.
is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
How can we know that this isn't all just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
No, I believe it.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to have this notion that the Fatui are the bad guys and we're the good guys, and I hate to break it to people, but like, if you look at the story at all angles that we've been given so far, which still isn't every single angle, it's quite clear at this point that it's not that black and white, and that we have done some pretty fucked up shit, the Archons have done some really fucked up shit, and the Fatui have also done some really fucked up shit. Like, there's no good and bad guys, dude.
Well, you both say that, but...
Everyone's a bit of everything, I feel like. Everything's grey right now. We don't know enough yet. I explained the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
That... understandable.
During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Okay.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
No, I understand, chat. Listen, this is the last I'm gonna say on it. People are misunderstanding what I'm thinking. I'm not saying the Traveler shouldn't be mad that they didn't tell the Traveler. I'm saying Jesus Christ. Paimon's line of, I thought you weren't bad guys. Like, the Fatui aren't bad guys. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying nothing about the Traveler. Nothing at all. It's understandable that he's pissed off. Nothing. I don't know why people have in their head that I'm talking about the Traveler all of a sudden. I'm mainly talking about Paimon's line. Paimon speaks for the Traveler as well at this point, so I guess it's kind of both, but I'm talking about the line that got said. Kalisa Fatui? Maybe. And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
So it already happened at that point.
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how the Oratrice operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
Oh, would you look at that? The Fatui are trying to save a nation? Ain't no way.
So,
such a bad guy thing to do.
The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
It is incredibly interesting. I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
Interesting.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
Of course.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back. She still looks so bad, dude. Understandably so.
I think she gets what you mean.
Lyney claims that he headed up to the chamber containing the Oratrice's core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, thus did not hear the thud. And then the voice. Yes, the voice. Isn't it a crime to look into the Oratrice? Probably. That's why he was doing it, like, without knowing. But this is what I'm saying. Like, why would it be a crime to look into how the Oratrice operates, you know? I feel like the Archon is hiding some pretty sus stuff. And I think that's understandable. Like I say, the Archons aren't the best of the best. And for people saying, like, the Fatui have tried to kill us, bro, did you play Inazuma? Like, I'm sorry, but there's been a lot of fucking things trying to kill us, including Archons. The brief adjournment ends and the nail-biting trial reconvenes.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
I'm down.
When last we left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Go.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective.
Based on the opposition investigative loop. Oh my god, this is going to be annoying. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertion of fact and replace them with new inferences. Use your refutations to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The Oratrice will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete this cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Bro, what is this?
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
No.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Lyney red-handed.
I've never played Danganronpa, chat. Is this like Danganronpa?
So Lyney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Lyney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands.
Oh, God.
Operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
There's a lot to remember.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Damn, that's cool artwork, dude.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Yeah, I object to everything.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Lyney experienced, and what he saw.
You know, this is gonna sound kind of sad and fucked up. I don't even get excited when I hear Zack anymore, and that's really sad because I know it's only for like 1 or 2 lines, and then it's just not gonna happen for months again, and it upsets me because he's such a good VA. It just makes me sad instead of excited now. Damn. Oh, the loud sound was from Lyney and Halsey's fight, but Lyney claimed he heard nothing. Well, that'd be this one. Yes.
According to Lyney, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Lyney knocked Halsey out using the vase and removed her clothing. However, Lyney was Lyney really in the tunnel at the time? No? This one then.
Lyney
the voice.
went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Cowell walked in on Lyney, so the vase. Oh, this one is this.
Lyney did not take part in the underground altercation.
We're going to emote mode. I'm just not reading chat. If people are backseating like crazy, then it'll just be max duration timeouts, honestly. No backseating chat. It's a puzzle. It's supposed to be fun.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
Oh, hell yeah.
When the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time.
Damn, Paimon killing it, dude.
Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Damn. We did it. That was easier than I expected it to be. Successful refutation. Oh, hopefully they make some events like this in the future, dude. That'd be cool. This is actually pretty good. Again, I like that more than the other form in Sumeru.
Paimon actually managed to say all that. Wasn't it awesome?
It's pretty good.
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Yes.
That's right.
She's still got the glasses. Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowell bumped into Lyney by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lyney only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
True. True.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around. Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lyney's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. Oh, God. During the search performance, there was an audible thump. Well, that'd be one. No one left. Only those where the red is clear, but the goddess could leave. And... well, it has to be this, then.
That's right! Lyney wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
It's like an opposite reaction here. So we're not going for the we're not going for the clue. We're going for... what's the opposite of a clue? A reasoning, I guess.
This means that when the crime happened, Lyney had already entered the basement via the vent.
Yes.
The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof. How do you like that?
I need a screenshot of that close-up, dude. Oh my god.
Well played. To think you'd use such logic.
What is this all about? Is this like what she's feeling on the inside? Is this... This is interesting.
Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was... Uh-oh. I don't know. Oh, look at that. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the stage. Yeah. If Lyney is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the ropes. Lyney gave a detailed account of how the troupe was supposed to work. By using a box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lyney himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the onstage interactions. I still think the other assistant did. The lady who went missing found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. The clothes belong to Halsey. In my head, it is either
the deceased's name is
Cowell, but that doesn't make much sense to me, or a third person. I think it kind of has to be a third person. I'm just going to go with it. Oh my goodness! It's one of these two! You little shits! Okay, well, it's got to be him.
Name is Cowell.
It's got to be Simon Cowell. Yeah. What a dum-dum, though. Why would you... Oh, no. How stupid could you get?
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious?
Yeah.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
To the stand. Oh, wait.
Oh, is that so? How interesting. Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth.
Oh my god.
What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
He must have made a big mistake, dude. How can we envisage Lyney as having been unable to interfere with the crime? Well, we have to select that. An altercation in the tunnel will be this. Prime suspect currently. Wait, oh, I picked the wrong one for the first one. What was the first one?
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment.
This. Where did the missing Halsey go? Vent. And then prime suspect currently is him.
The deceased's name is...
First try? No! Wait, these two are wrong. Altercation in the tunnel was not the dress? The sound. Okay, so then this just has to be...
No one entered or left.
That's a silly one. That's a silly one. If it was the vent, that's a silly one, but it makes sense, I guess. What? The criminal must have understood the methods behind Lyney's magic trick and must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. I literally didn't have the thing for it. Scripted failure. Interesting. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could likely have been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Lyney was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience and pretty much guaranteed that they would be discovered.
Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff.
Bro.
And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
If she's still in the other box, I'm gonna laugh my ass off, dude. What? She has the blue eyes. Maybe she's a god.
Look,
Oh, no.
since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track?
Okay.
Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely.
Well, how did... No.
And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear.
I was about...
You know, like
Okay.
you did from that water tank, Lynette.
I was literally just about to say, where did Lynette go when she escaped from the water tank? But the water tank was up and fell, so it wouldn't make sense for her to be able to get up there even. But we'll see. Could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Shut up, Farina. Shut up. How does this bullshit work?
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Objection!
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Yeah.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant.
Yeah. And the water!
Was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Yeah! Boom! Correct hypothesis. You're going down, Farina. I think.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped.
True.
Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Like... Hydroidolin?
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
And I hope you know how defeated you look at the moment.
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
Bitch, are you listening to your fucking self? You're so working for your steambird that can literally sprint to turn into water, huh? I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Lyney already knows this truth very well.
Mm-hmm.
Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Chat, don't you just love to hate Farina? Genuinely?
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment.
Thank you.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense.
Yes?
Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
Not at all.
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Yeah?
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress.
Understandable.
Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
After some time, a guard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
Oh, post-haste. Continue.
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Interesting.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
Huh?
The primordial sea?
What's that?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
He's a meth dealer!
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty.
Huh.
The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Ah, another test subject.
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
That's kind of messed up, dude.
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
This kind of sounds like Marco.
If
people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowl was targeting that girl...
Huh? What?
Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
Ooh, that was a nice noise.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Lyney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor.
Take the glasses off!
If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
True.
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
The liquid in the guards found in Cowell's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve Fontainians into water. Who's the prime suspect currently? This guy. Dissolve. Okay, so the water's for dissolving. Control the timing of the dissolution. This and this. First try, baby! Ooh! I should be a lawyer. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm kidding. I'd hate that. I'd hate being a lawyer. Please let me keep being a streamer. Well, that couldn't be any more obvious. Objection!
In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
Yeah.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
Well, that's insane. Wait, but I still want to know how the magic trick worked with Lynette in the box, because it kind of looks like that's what happened to her as well. She got dissolved, but then she appeared again. Unless she is a puppet made by... I'm kidding.
Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
He really thought that, dude.
Huh. That does make sense.
Oh, God.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Wait, they addressed that in the collected miscellany? Really? They explain how they did the water trick in the collected miscellany?
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person?
Yes, you have.
Humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death.
Yes.
His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Okay.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence.
There's more?
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Lyney's personal effects.
Ooh. Wait a minute. It's getting flipped and reversed. Probably for the trick with Lynette, though. She gets dissolved, and maybe there's like 5 different Lynettes. That's the part that doesn't make sense. She can't dissolve and then just come back backstage. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe... Explain.
What?
Yeah.
That can't be.
Well, maybe he planted it there.
I see. Well, how attack only to come back and wound you.
How could you? She reposted me.
Does this not clear all doubt?
No, literally no.
My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
No. She does kind of laugh like me. Oh no, another one?
Lyney did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Oh. I'll do you.
Right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Of course there is.
Is this the end of the road?
No. We can rebuttal this. Watch. Oh, shit.
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this.
Can't we just throw Paimon onto the other part of the oratories to weigh it back down?
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
What now, Navia? Wait, yeah, where did you go off to and come back to? What were you doing?
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know.
She has an objection.
Would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic?
Huh, what? That's what got us into this mess.
I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lyney, if you would be so kind.
Wait, is she not actually...
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it?
Yes.
It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lyney and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf.
Absolutely fucking not. I'd be checking there's no water tank above me. I'd be checking there's no explode. I'd be checking there's nothing. Nothing. I'd say you go first.
But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
Enjoy. Can we get front row seats again? Because this is about to be insane.
And voila.
Surely she's not just going to come back out of the...
Sorry for the interruption.
Well, why the fuck couldn't you have done that sooner?
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
What?
So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
I did say she's probably not dead.
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial.
I did say that. I did assume that she was probably just hiding, but... you could have saved the whole fucking trial.
I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
I'm processing. Hold on. Give me a second. We just went through a lot all at once. And I'm processing little bits of information as we go here. Is this NPC 3000 or 3001? Is this the thief or is this the audience member? Or are they both the same person? Are they the same NPC?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey.
Oh my god.
It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Bro, I thought it was the same person from the very beginning. I knew it. I knew it. Mondstadt, the land of freedom? Well, you're about to get that stripped away from you now, aren't you? You're in the land of judgment. Prison, jail, objection.
I heard that Lyney's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
Oh my god, it just gets better.
That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before.
Well, you have now.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lyney was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief.
The same person. Oh my god, I got it right from the beginning.
Lyney even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Kinda.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
Wait, did she change her eye color? I'm sure when it was quote-unquote Halsey, she had green eyes. I'm sure. No? Okay, well, ignore me saying I'm sure because I'm obviously fucking not.
He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
Nice.
There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes.
That explains the getup.
I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they are a practiced hand at concealment, probably.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
So there's still something that's not right about this then. Because the only reason that the water box fell down is because the fireworks hit the thing that was flammable. And why would it be flammable if it wasn't supposed to come crashing down? There's still an unanswered question here.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Now it's time to refute the Hydrocon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
I don't just want to trial and error it. It's not the closed one. That'd make no sense. And that doesn't make sense, so it has to be this. What? Is this going to be one where none of them work? Oh, fuck you. That's so annoying, dude. How would Halsey have reacted with the water for the primordial sea begin to trickle in? I'm just doing it. I don't even know.
The sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Lyney wanted all the credit and glory and wanted to get rid of all his partners. As Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes, Farina's conjecture no longer holds water, but there is evidence proving that the fight did indeed break out in the tunnel. And that would have been this. How not? Or this. Both work for that. Both of them work. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Why can I only do... Do you know what? Just go. Just go. I'm over this. Thanks. Great. And there's two that I just can't do. I hate that there's two that you can't do. I hate that. I hate it. I'm literally just button mashing it. I don't care.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowl leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
Oh, so if you don't need to refute? Well, that makes sense. Well, they should be blue then. Why are they red?
But was a thief who made her way in by stealing Seemingly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. She changed her clothes and hid in the costume
Oh, it had blue? No, it didn't.
until the performance ended.
Ay,
She
ay, ay.
knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
Pretty much.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Jesus Christ.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Uh-huh.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Oh, hell yeah. Admit defeat.
What? Are you reading my mind now?
Admit defeat.
No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat.
Nice.
But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Look at the blush. No dignity allowed after all that bullshit. Absolutely fucking none.
Look at that.
That stressed me out.
It's like a deflated balloon now.
Good.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved.
Indeed.
He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box.
I love this. Dude, they've got so much better with storytelling in these. So much better with the visuals.
When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise.
That's so funny, dude.
Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
It's manslaughter.
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Lyney, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Lyney, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Let's go! Woohoo!
While there is much in Lyney and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Indeed. What is this, Star Rail, dude? It looked like the ticket. Oh, that looks cool. Is that a judgment card? Ooh.
As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Woo! Yeah!
Great work, partners.
Hell yeah, it was great.
Thank
Fantastic.
you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
Oh.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
Bro, Rise and Shine, that conversation ended like 10 minutes ago, dude.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lyney, but you, yes?
Oh, shit. I didn't expect that.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
Coupon Town?
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Yeah, but the Fatui are always the bad guys. Always the bad guys.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know and seek the protection of the guards.
I think so too.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
Interesting.
We've been in
That's
this
like
business for a
hardcore
while
drug.
now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Rip Bozo, he turned into water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Oh, shit. However, nothing is found on the scene apart from the liquid that left. Dude, that's insane, chat. That's insane. I didn't expect to see him fully dissolve, dude.
So, we're just going back now?
The problem seems to be solved for now. We're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
What's up? You okay?
Lyney.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me.
Are you still mad?
But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't want to see anyone be falsely accused.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Lyney this entire time. Why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all.
Understandable.
That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Arlecchino's father? Wait, she's Daddy Arlecchino? Wait a minute. That took me a second. I was like, wait, Otets? Oh. Huh?
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
Tell me!
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time.
Cute.
But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too.
Interesting.
As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days.
But
I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was.
Damn.
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me.
Huh?
I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Grim.
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
Ugh.
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Villains. So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the
It's
location
trafficking.
of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. And the knave standing there in the darkness.
Wait, Arlecchino fucked up the evil motherfucker?
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
Wait a minute.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here.
All Fatui are morally grey? I think the majority are, yeah. I don't see how you can see Dottore as morally grey. Dottore's an evil motherfucker.
I was hesitant to trust her.
Ain't none.
I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
It's all in the past, though. The knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she? Of course she is.
She has her own plans.
Huh?
She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Yeah, that's still very weird to me.
All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I believe it myself, but I understand why Traveler wouldn't.
It's alright. I understand.
Kind of.
The only thing I can do is relate all this to you.
He's opening up fully, dude. What's not to trust at this point? And we've trusted people for less in the past, dude.
I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Lyney.
Hell yeah. That's some good shit. I understand. Goodbye. Aw. Aw.
Bye, Lyney.
Aww. So, what you're saying is, if we ever need to fight Arlecchino, what we should do is just take a vial of that water so we can, just splash her with it. Oh, God.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
I just left.
Are you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so too?
Well, I gotta go back to Sumeru. There's this girl. There.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Okay, forget that. Yeah, we could figure it out. I was really only trying to defend Lyney. I wasn't necessarily looking into serial disappearance cases. I think it'd be cool to figure this out, though.
Besides,
I think it'd be cool.
We're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah. I see.
Aw.
Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
Bro, chat, this is a good character. She reminds me of a genuine, like, crime detective woman from, like, the old days, from movies that are set in, like, the times of the Titanic and Gatsby. And I fucking love that. I think it's great. It's incredible.
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
The accent is everything as well. The voice acting is perfect for it.
Don't say that, Navia.
Yeah, like proper Gatsby vibes.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Aw.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal?
Yeah.
You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Yes.
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Now let's go have that meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in!
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right,
I'm about it.
let's have our farewell meal.
Damn, dude. Wow, that was Act 1, dude. That was like a 4-hour quest. I do want to talk to you all about this quest so far, okay? I'm gonna try my best not to have any kind of recency bias or anything, and I'm gonna try think back to how I felt after Sumeru. But what I will say is Act 1, far better than what I remember Act 1 being for Sumeru so far. And I didn't think it would be. Just the way that dude, the storytelling in this Act 1 is probably some of the best storytelling with visuals that Genshin have ever done. I expected Fontaine to be good, but I don't know, dude. I didn't expect it to be this good, you know?